All right, boys, welcome to another week of the Fellowship of the Fleek Fantasy Football uh, podcast recap. Joining with me today, I got the team manager for fantasy team name, Joji.
What's up, bro?
What's up, dog? So,
How y'all doing?
I I guess we'll have to reply. Actually, let's talk about that. So, the first thing that has kind of been bugging me is I think we're at a point now where I think over half of y'all are actually watching the podcast, which is that's made me really happy because I wasn't really sure like if you guys are actually gonna watch it or not. But I think more than half of y'all are actually watching it. But the problem is y'all will all message me directly to talk about the podcast instead of just messaging in the damn group chat. So I feel like nobody else knows that everyone else is also watching it and enjoying it because they're all talking about it in silos. So like Jesse and Shin and I, we're in a group chat like from our group chat from like high school, and so they'll talk about it in there, and then everyone
Yeah,
else will text me directly. So for the
bro.
love of
The real
God,
question
please.
is, the real question is who's watching it twice, man? There were 19 views on the last one. I want to know. Is
you
it you,
know,
Michael?
no, I
Watching that
don't.
shit twice?
Wait, does Shin have 19 views?
Yeah, he has 19 views, man. He probably sent it out to his Korean friends. Let's be honest.
He probably did, because I mean, the very first one I posted had like 20 something views, but I think I clicked on it a few times to test it and stuff. But I don't know how
Yeah.
much you have to watch for it to count as views. So I have no idea, like, if that was me or if it got served to like random people out there, and then like what happened. So yeah. But moral of the
Or
story
is it
is,
Shin looking at himself again? Like he's just like, damn, bro, I look good. The Sea Dolphins look real good on me.
yeah, I will say the one fan that we have outside of the a group is Vicky. Vicky does watch occasionally, so
Yeah, I
she
told Noor about this, and she's like, yo, bro, you gotta send me the link.
So Vicky was saying that y'all are not liking and subscribing enough. So I'm gonna need y'all to like and subscribe, share, tap the bell.
Put it on comment, bro. Reshare, repost it. We need some interaction. We need
Yeah,
the
man.
algorithm to pick this shit up. Let's
Exactly.
go.
All right.
We gotta go viral, man.
I mean, if, that'll make next season all that much better. We can get people to donate money to the pool to see who wins more. It'll be lit, but yeah. So if y'all could just talk about the podcast in the fantasy football chat, that would make me much happier.
Yeah, bro. We need some funding. We're using Shutterstock images. Like this is come on.
I
This is
know, I
push
know.
leaks up.
Uh, all right, so I like to always start it off. I mean, this is the first ever time we're doing this, so the funny thing is, of all the people in the group, you know the most, and the most people know you. But there is
Probably.
technically one person who doesn't know you, which is Wade. So for his sake,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and we'll go through we'll start with how do we know each other.
Oh man. That's a whole story. I've how do I know Michael? Well, my very first interaction with Michael was pretty interesting,
Oh, let's keep it
I saw
PC.
him.
We're not trying to get we're not trying to get
Well,
canceled.
I saw him at McDonald's. He was looking a bit suspect. He was ordering a double McChicken, 3 fries. How many McDoubles was it? 3 McDoubles as well?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
probably
something like
four
that. It
four
was
McDoubles.
just a large order. He was a big boy back then, so I just saw him. He looked a little suspect. I told my friends, "Look at this guy, bro. Like, look at him." Like I said, I'll keep it PC, but that was the gist of it. Kind of was feeling him a little bit weird. I was like, I don't know, man. Kind of the vibes I was getting were not the best. Next thing you know, 10 minutes later, he's in the same house as me. And I'm like, bro, what the. And then me being me, I introduced myself, and next thing you know, we're best friends. I
And
think that moral, yeah, that's kind of the short part of the story, or yeah, short version of the story.
so would you say the moral of the story is don't judge a book by its cover, or what?
100%, 100%.
Yeah, I remember the thing that I like to remember about that moment was I was in the basement of this house with a bunch of people I didn't know, and they brought out a 6 pack of beer, and I was like, oh no, I made a bad decision. Because I wasn't drinking or any of that shit in high school. Then I saw this one Indian guy, and I was like, well, he's probably a good kid, you know, he doesn't do bad things. And then you got one beer, and then I was like, damn, I guess he's a bad kid. But then I was
He's
like,
one of them.
yeah, but then after I was talking to you, I was like, yeah, you know, he's pretty chill, he's all right.
Yeah, that's definitely the PC version of the story.
Yep. So, I also just like so that everyone else kind of knows who else in the league you know. I just wanted to you know, I was telling you, I think before we started recording, right? But you know the most people in the league, and the most people in the league also know you.
For
Um,
sure, for sure.
but you want to just kind of speak briefly on like how you know everyone else, how long you've known them, how many times you've seen them.
Dang, that's a good question. I gotta look through the league real quick. Sometimes I forget, you know. All right, let's see. Honestly, some of the names are also really weird in the league. You know, like who's Toilet?
That's Mason.
Okay, so obviously I know Mason because he is in a relationship with Chantel. He's Michael's future brother-in-law. Question mark? I don't know. Yes, no. I'm not gonna start a fire here. I've met him many times. He's called me out on watching. What was I watching one time?
Naruto.
What anime? Oh, bro, yeah. One day, yeah. So me and Mason go way back. Obviously, I know Michael. I know Jesse. Jesse's a man. He's a big Cowboys fan, Mavericks fan. I've known him for how many years? I think ever since I've known you, Michael. You've kind of brought him up. So I've met him maybe 2, 3 times. He's a cool good dude. Sea Boys, obviously, I've known Shin for some time since your 30th birthday was the first time I met him.
Yep.
And then I think one time when we went to Dallas, we met up with him. Nathan, that's our dungeon master. Shout out to my boy.
I forgot about
Played,
that.
mi- yeah, played a good 3 sessions of Dungeons and Dragons with him. Watched Game of Thrones at his place. Love you, Nathan. Bedtime story. Who's that?
That's Wade. You don't know him.
Hello, Wade. Nice to meet you, brother. Hope to meet you in person soon. Prem obviously is Michael's little brother. He's kind of like my little brother at this point. What's up, Prem? I see you getting the gains in the gym. And Chase, I think Chase was one of the first people that you introduced me when I moved to Houston. I've met him a bunch of times too now. Chase is awesome. Thanks for helping out with the bachelor planning, Chase. Appreciate you. And Tyler, man. Tyler, I've had a lot of adventures with. Went hiking with him. Slept in his living room a couple of times with his cats. I hope your cats are doing well, my friend. And congratulations on engagement. So
Yep. Tyler's engaged now.
yeah, man. See, I try to keep up,
Yeah,
even though
man.
I'm not. Yeah. See.
Okay. All right. So, this kind of feels out of place, but this is where it's at in my list. So, the next thing I have on here is just talking about football in general. You know, do you have a team you root for? What does football
Uh,
mean to you? Is it just fantasy? Is it, you know, what is it?
Can we talk about the social and economic status of the world right now?
Yeah,
Why do we
sure.
always have to talk about football, bro? There's so much going on in
All
the
right.
world.
What do you want to talk about?
Nah, I was kidding, bro. Let's talk about football. Oh man, what do I love sports? What was the question again? Sorry,
Football. Do you have a team you root for? Do you just like to watch
brother.
fantasy? What is it? I mean, I know
No, bro.
obviously.
Yeah, yeah. I love football. The team I cheer for is the Washington Football Team Commanders, as my wife puts it. She combines the two. AKA also previously known as the Washington Redskins. We might get canceled for that one, but some people still are actively pursuing that name still. But yeah, I love football. I think I've been following football since 2003, 4, something like that. Really got into it because of my cousin, man. He was a big Commanders fan, and I didn't really know football when I came to America. I saw him like love it, so I was like, you know what? Why not just cheer for the same team? I should have known better, man. If I could go back in time, and if I was probably in my senses, would have probably chosen the Ravens. Would have seen a Super Bowl or two. All I've known is misery since then. But we got new hope, man. You see my boy Jaden
Jaden.
Daniels.
Yeah, I
He's
do.
cooking.
Yeah. Before we talk about Jaden Daniels, how about you just tell me a couple eras of Washington football that have brought you joy, if any. I know there's at
Brother.
least one,
Brother.
but
Yeah, RG3's rookie season, man. I really thought this guy was the truth. He obviously won rookie of the year. He put the league on notice with his ability to throw and run, and the actually him and I think Shanahan really brought that RPO into the league,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of proved out that the RPO could work in the pro style or in the NFL versus just college. I think that's really changed the game and the way the quarterback position's played. So obviously, I think that was a really great moment. After that, Kirk Cousins' 2018 season was his last season, I think, before he got traded. That was a really good season because finally felt like we had another quarterback that we could root for. But then that was taken from us, snatched,
Yeah.
and now he's
He.
lining it up in Atlanta. So
I know, man. Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk, I mean, he's on and off, man. He a lot of good moments, a lot of bad moments. He was never clutch, but I think he's changed it, man. You've seen the primetime games from him now.
Yeah, but we still need to see it in the playoffs. I like Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins. I like Kirk
I think
Cousins.
he's a likable guy.
Yeah.
Kirko Chains is what they call him or something. He's okay.
Did you see the clip of him trying to explain the swag surfing in Atlanta?
Bro, he's like an old dad, man. I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes that's me with my little cousins, bro. They might see me like, yeah, bro, this guy's just trying.
Yeah. Um, one of the other things I wanted to reference back earlier, talking about, RG3 bringing that college style play to the NFL, and I think I don't know what sports show I was watching recently. This either this week or the week before, they were talking about like the amount of quarterbacks of color now compared to like 10, 12 years ago, and I was just thinking like I was having a conversation I think with Vicky too, and I was talking about like just how much different the quarterback position is now, and I was trying to explain some of that to her, and it's like it's crazy because the quarterbacks that I think of as being like the best quarterbacks when I started watching football, it's like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, um, Eli Manning, Philip Rivers, Carson Palmer, Tony Romo. Like they're all white. They don't.
Yeah,
Hey,
Tony
don't start
Romo.
with me. But they're all white. They're all not mobile. And then now
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
right.
most like half the quarterbacks are either like mixed or black. Lamar Jackson's
Yeah,
been the MVP twice, and even the ones that are white are way more mobile. You have Josh
yeah.
Allen, who's like Cam Newton, and you have um, who's a white
Brock
quarterback
Purdy's pretty.
that's
Brock Purdy's pretty mobile, man. He can
relatively.
escape pretty well.
Yeah, and then if you look at college, man, Arch Manning, that guy's
Yeah,
crazy mobile. So like,
yeah,
I'm
bro.
yeah.
UT's on fire right now, man.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited because as bad as the Cowboys are doing, at least Texas is number one, baby.
Yeah, no,
uh,
that's very facts, man. That's very facts. I think that's been a pretty cool improvement to see. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Have you ever heard of that theory of attractiveness correlating with quarterbacks?
Yeah, like quarterback face. They say that like
Yeah,
the more
like
attractive
since
they are,
childhood.
yeah. I
Yes, but I
What do
think
you
now
think
that's
about
getting
that?
out of the. I think it's very true, but I think nowadays that's gone away, and now it's more about play than anything else.
That's interesting. I mean, for me, I feel like where it comes from is you need a lot of confidence to play that position, and I think if
Yeah,
you're
that's
more
true.
attractive, you're probably more confident.
Yeah, probably
Um,
true.
yeah, but I don't know. It is interesting to think about.
But I mean, yeah, that's what I was trying to get at is I think that probably played a big factor back in the days on why
I
a
see.
lot of the quarterbacks are like white. But now that the play has changed, they kind of focus more on like who can actually make plays,
Hmm.
extend the play, and then let's invest in those kids and make them quarterback versus somebody that
Yeah,
quote unquote was like the attractive quarterback. So I think now
yeah.
that I think that's really stemmed down to like not even college level, but like amateur level too.
The other thing about quarterbacks that kind of makes me think is like it's the position that like is the most regarded in the whole sport. It's the most difficult, but there's only one quarterback per team. So it's like how many people that could play quarterback and probably never got a chance to and are playing like Lamar, right? Lamar almost had to change to running back. Like he
Yeah,
actually almost was forced to change to running back to be in the league. And if he did, maybe he would have not panned out, or maybe he would have, but he would have been okay, or
yeah,
maybe he would have panned out and he would have been like amazing at running back too. Like, well, we'll never know, but we never would have seen him play quarterback, which is crazy.
yeah. That would have been wild, man. You
Yeah.
just need. Sometimes you just need the right place at the right time.
Hmm.
I mean, outside of football, that's just true of life.
Damn, now we're getting philosophical.
Now we're getting very philosophical, man.
All right, so
I
let's
apologize.
No need to apologize. So let's start getting a little bit more to the league. So before I bring up the slides, I wanted to just ask you, what do you feel about the league so far? I mean, you've been in a few different leagues. This is the first year of this league. The purpose of it was, like I said earlier, to get the camaraderie going for the bachelor party. That was my whole idea. Originally, I was like,
Yeah,
I don't even want to make this a committed league, but I'm having so much fun. Like, I would like to keep it going if everyone else is down too. What do you think about the
yeah, yeah.
league so far?
Yeah, and I think the league has been a lot of fun. I think it's probably one of the more active leagues in terms of like chatting, so that's pretty fun. I think in terms of competitiveness, we have, I think all across the board, everybody's trying. So it is competitive. Like people are always trying to hit the waivers. So overall, as a league, I like it. I think the people are nice. Once again, they talk. So I would say it's a good league, man. Very good league, especially for the first year. I think it's really nice.
Yep. And what do you think of this podcast?
Yeah, I think this was fun, man. I was listening to Shin's. I thought it was hilarious. I know Shin was talking trash about me, saying it looks like I'm not even trying. First of all, Shin, I'm in like 5 other leagues, so yes, my attention is divided. But if you look at the points against, I've been hoed the most. I have the most points against.
Okay, well, we'll see it later in the
No,
slides.
I'm
So
just saying.
yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm coming straight with facts, bro. It's like, when you watch what's it, Skip, right? I'm Skip
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I'm coming with facts. Or am I Shannon? Am I Shannon or are you? I think I'm Shannon. I'm Shannon Sharp. Skip,
Yeah,
skip, skip.
you,
Let me
you
tell you, bro.
you would be the one that gets caught on Instagram Live having sex, not me.
Bro, I don't know why he did that, man. That was wild. And he still kept his job.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
insane.
that I was really shocked about that because who was it that got axed from ESPN? Was it? I don't know why I want to think Paul Pierce, but I don't know if that's right. I don't think it is. But there was someone else on ESPN who got fired immediately for some kind of scandal like that. And I was assuming Shannon would get cut immediately, and he's still going on twice a week. Everything's fine. And then Cam Newton's like making fun of him on live, which is really
He
funny to see.
he has that aura, man.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
he has the aura for sure.
he brings in the viewers. I think that's all they care about.
Yeah. The other guy probably didn't have as good ratings as he does.
Yeah. So, but yes, I brought the facts. The most points against. I mean, what are you gonna do at that point, right? Everybody's just having a field day when they play me. It's just lucky. At this point, it's just lucky.
Also, Shin
But
has the least points
that.
against.
So he has good luck and I have bad luck. I'll take that. It's okay. It's a long league. I mean, it's a long season. I'm only 7th place, 8th place, 7th place. I think I last checked. We're looking up, man. Honestly, this last week, we'll get
We'll get
into
to
it,
it.
bro.
We'll get to it. Okay.
We'll get to
So
it. I just say,
let's go ahead and we'll get the slides going. So I just switched it over now. I added a lot of slides this week. So guys, you're definitely, if you're listening on audio only, you may want to watch this part when you actually can see what's on the screen. But we'll also try to describe it for you too, a little bit just in case. So there's a lot more content that you're probably not used to seeing. We'll go ahead and get into it. So miscellaneous league updates. There's a gravestone and a hand. So what do you think this is about, Joji?
man, it's Halloween time.
I didn't even think of that honestly at all.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
actually
real?
kind of funny.
Yeah, I
But
know this. It's Halloween themed.
it's Halloween themed, so that's actually perfect. It seems now that I'm really smart, but that was pure luck. But we're
Oh
gonna have to
man.
say rest in peace to Team ETN the Booty, and now we have Amon Raw Dog the Booty who's coming out of the ashes.
Whose name is that, bro?
That's Jesse.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good job, Jesse. What happened to ETN, man?
He traded ETN to Shin, I think. I don't
Oh.
remember. He traded ETN to someone. So me and Shin were telling
Also,
him, you can't
uh,
your team name can't be named after a player you don't have anymore.
I respect that. I respect that. Also, Shin, bro, why is he always trying to trade me players that he's gonna drop anyways? Like, come on, man.
I guess he's trying to just get something. I guess.
He dropped the player that he was trying to trade with me. I was just like, come on, dude.
Mhm.
Respect it.
All right. So next update. Okay, we got an image
Ooh.
of Jesus, but it's not just any Jesus. This is Korean Jesus. So, so the reason why
Oh,
we
shit.
have Korean Jesus on here is because Shin finally updated the picture of his team, and he chose the image of Korean Jesus to be his avatar.
I respect it.
Do you know the reference for Korean Jesus?
Of course, man. 21 Jump Street.
There you
What do
go.
you think I am, man? Come
Hey,
on.
I'm just
All the pop
checking.
culture.
I'm just checking. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the week 6 matchup here. So I got my stats up here on the screen. This was a much needed win because I was on a 2 week losing streak in a row. I was four. I was 4-0. I was at the top of the league. I had the most points scored. Then I lost. Who did I lose to first? Shin? I can't remember now. I think I lost to Shin first. Yeah, I lost to Shin first. Then I lost to Mason. So it was a downward slide, but I really needed the win so I could not drop down even further. And really, the only mistake I made was not starting Cole Komet. But also, a lot of my other players were on bye or injured. Yeah, so this bench isn't accurate to that time because at the time, Cup and Achan were on my IR, so things looked a little differently. But basically, and Singletary I think was also hurt. But basically, Cole Komet and the Ravens defense were the only things on my bench that I could have actually subbed in. And I definitely picked the wrong tight end. Tight ends this year have been pissing me the hell off. The reason I started Likely is because after week 1, I actually was considering drafting Likely in the draft because I remember that he went ham last year when Mark Andrews went out, and then I kind of forgot. So I didn't end up drafting him. And then he had that crazy week 1. Jesse was the first on the waiver, so he got him. Jesse tried to trade him to me, and he was on some bullshit. He wanted like to give me Anthony Richardson likely, and I think it was like Cup and like Joe Burrow or something. I can't remember. It might not have been that, but it was something crazy. And
Bad.
so I was happy that I was actually finally able to pick him up off the waivers for free, like a free agent. And
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start him. And then Cole Kmet goes off for 20 points. And then Wade's texting me about it, and I was like, fucking hell. But I mean, I think Wade got hoed this week for sure. So that ended up panning out for me.
Yeah, no, I feel like what happened to Marvin Harrison, man? Why did he get 0 points?
I think he
Did
got
he
a
get hurt?
concussion. I think he got a concussion.
Uh, I think now that you say that, I remember that. Okay.
Not 100% sure, but yeah,
Yeah, Cole Komet just went off randomly, bro. I don't think this is gonna be a normal occurrence. Yeah, but to your point, Titans have been really bad this year. I have no idea who to put in.
yeah,
Honestly, the same thing happened to me. If I had chosen the right tight end this past week, probably would have won the game.
yeah. I don't think I have much else to talk about on mine, so I'll go ahead and let's just go to yours. All right, so you were
The
playing
least
against
efficient
Shin.
manager. Yeah, it
Oh,
was, bro. Least efficient manager. That's what I'm saying, bro. If I had chosen the right tight end, probably would have won that game. Mark Andrews, 14 points. I can't even pronounce that guy's name in Pittsburgh. Fairmont, or whatever the hell his name is, bro.
I had him on my
Either
squad
way,
earlier, and then I dropped him.
yeah, either way, I would have won. And if I
Yeah,
had put AJ Brown in, I really thought AJ Brown was not going to be good because he's just coming off an injury. But who would I put him in? I guess I could have taken out Mooney and put him in and won that
but
game.
you had Mooney in
So
because he went off the week before.
exactly, bro. You can never predict.
Yeah.
Also, full disclosure, man. So this is my first time doing a two quarterback league,
Yep.
and I think I probably didn't draft as efficiently as I should have. You know what I mean? Like the first 2 rounds, I did not draft a quarterback.
Yep.
I played it as if it was a regular draft.
Mhm.
And then I realized that I'm an idiot and I should probably start getting some quarterbacks. Luckily, I got Kirk Cousins, but then I have Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
He's very on and off. Hopefully, Anthony Richardson comes back and is good.
I mean, isn't Flacco kind of going ham right now though?
Yeah, I can't believe that he's still playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This man's insane. But yeah, I think they'll probably replace him with Anthony, bro. There's no way they keep playing that old man.
Yeah, but I haven't watched the Colts at all this year, so I have no idea like how they are with or without him. Um, yeah. So it's funny because Jesse and Shin and I we were talking fantasy in the other chat, which again they keep talking about fantasy in that one. I tell them, how about you go to the fucking fantasy chat and we could talk with everyone, but they don't want to. So they were saying
Are they
they were
shy?
I don't know. You'll have to ask them, but they were trying to figure out if you had like intentionally benched AJ Brown or if like you like accidentally like didn't start him, and then I think Shin was thinking that you had like just didn't like put him in, like you had fucked up on accident. But Jesse was like, nah, I think he left him on there on purpose. And then they were talking about like why they thought you
Yeah,
may or may not have. Now they know.
yeah. Now Jesse's right, bro. Like I said, I mean, he's coming off an injury. I did not think that he would go off the way he did. Because coming off an injury, right, you're almost on limited reps, I would assume,
Hmm.
and so that's why I kept him out just for this 1 week,
Yeah.
and it did not work out for me.
Yeah, for me with injury, I always feel like if it's after a bye week, I feel more confident in them being able to play because they had like 2 weeks off versus
Yeah,
one.
but it's also weird that I have 2 empty slots on my bench. That doesn't make sense because when I look at my app, I don't think
No,
that's
no.
accurate.
It's because I pulled it a week back to get the screenshot. So it
Gotcha.
includes the other two that Shin had that he doesn't no longer have.
All
Or
right, that makes more
yeah, it's
sense.
because he changed his bench since then, and it just has that as empty on your side. But yeah, it's only 5 bench spots.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, man, am I getting hold again? Second time? Put a handicap on me, Michael, because I'm so good.
Oh yeah, totally.
Honestly, these kids need it, man.
All right, so I got my week 7 up here on the screen. I'm going against Jesse. So this is gonna be fun. Obviously, I'm gonna definitely wanna stick it to Jesse. Now I also have a little bit more skin in this game because our league has a punishment, midway through. And right now Jesse and Prame they're vying for that bottom spot currently. And if I had to pick, I'd rather not see my own flesh and blood out there TikTok dancing in front of all my homies. I don't want to see that. If there's anyone out there that I would want to see the least, it's gonna be Prame. So
Bro, but he's probably the best at it. He's a Gen Z kid. He's
yeah,
gonna
but he's
he's gonna
not.
do it right.
Bro, you're the one who's probably best at TikTok dancing, motherfucker. Don't get me started on you.
Hey, bro, what can I say? I'm a TikTok husband. That's what I do.
I saw you guys flipping around thing today. Why is there like 3 or 4 of them? Why is it not just one? She posted it
Because
so many times.
there was one good one, and then there was one where she hit me in the
I
face.
saw that one too.
Yeah, and then I think the third one was probably just by accident.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it is what I do good, man. I mean, what I do best. One of my hidden
yeah.
talents.
I love seeing Nora's TikToks of just your guys' life. Whenever she posts like the ones of her girls, I'm like, oh, this is boring. But whenever it's like y'all two like doing something or going out to eat, like they're always fun to watch.
Yeah, no, they're all. I mean, she does a really good job of kind of getting all the highlights. I respect it. In the
Um,
moment, I'm just like, maybe we don't have to record this, but then when she shows it to me after the fact, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad you did.
yeah.
Honestly, bro, did I tell you? Or you didn't see, or did you see?
Did I
I went
see?
to Red Rocks this past weekend.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I completely screwed
Yeah,
up this freaking thing, man. I skipped the what's going on in your life, and I was supposed to talk to you about that then. How
it's
about
all
we
good,
talk? We'll
man.
talk
Yeah,
about it at the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
yeah, that's cool. That's
I
cool.
know, man. I knew. Okay, I'll tell you what I because I knew it was happening and all that, but I'll tell you about it at later.
But yeah, and I think you'll be good this week, bro. I think Jesse's wait, he's projected to win, but that's because you
No,
got
I
one person.
yeah, I haven't figured out my thing yet. So, I mean, I have it later on, but right now I'm trying to trade HN with Wade for Josh Jacobs. So I'll probably
Oh,
start.
didn't everybody say approve to that?
No, I don't think it's been approved yet.
Uh, yeah, I think that's a pretty good trade.
It's really fair. Jesse had a good way of describing it. He basically said, "I'm trading HN's ceiling for Jacobs' floor." Because Josh Jacobs is like he's been very consistent in the low teens. So as long as he doesn't get hurt, like I'm gonna continually get that. But Achan, like if Tua doesn't come back, Achan is gonna just not be very worth it. If Achan does
Yeah.
come back, or sorry, if Tua does come back, Achan probably will start scoring a lot again. But at that point, he's kind of a risk. So I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty good squad. And also with Nico Collins kind of maybe being injured now, like Diggs is better, Cup coming back, Puka's still out. Like I feel like I have a pretty strong squad. That I'd rather have someone a little bit more consistent. I don't know if I need the risk on Achan being like as good. So
You
either of
have
them
Nico
I'll
Collins, bro.
start once I put in, and then I don't know. I'm still maybe tweaking some other stuff too.
Hmm. All right, yeah, I can see that.
All right, I got yours up here now.
Hey, is that the best team in the league right here? I'm playing against Toilet, man. What should I tell you about my team? I mean, bro, look at half my team is. I mean, it was on a bye week last week, so the team looks a bit. Or actually, is it on? No, yeah,
No,
CD's
this
on a
week,
bye week. So,
yeah, this week everyone's on a bye week,
yeah, so
or not
I did
everyone. I
put
guess
some.
yeah.
Yeah, I put some waiver claims in for getting another running back. Zach is definitely the second tier running back with the Seattle Seahawks. I really thought they would give him some more touches, but based on how well he was doing. But I think Kenneth is the main dude. I did put Mark Andrews back in. Gonna give him another chance. Watch him drop 0 points.
And I have
Hey,
likely
Mister.
in.
Yeah, so I mean that would be booty for me, but we we take chances here. I had to keep Mooney back in there because I don't think Christian Kirk is worth anything. Yeah, man, my team is very top heavy. After my wide receivers, I think it's just downhill from there.
Yeah,
But I'm still 2-4, so hopefully, once again, I'll talk about points against. Points against. If Toilet has week this week, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Mason has been on a really good tear lately. Like everyone was making fun of him when he drafted Derrick Henry 1 overall, which objectively was still not the right move. But
Yeah,
he
but
has
oh,
he has been going ham.
Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league right now.
I know, but in a two quarterback league, you don't draft running back first.
Yeah, well, me and Mason are on the same vibe, bro. We didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
But Matthew
Um.
Stafford, I mean, I can't. Will Levis, that's a terrible one, but I'm not gonna tell him that.
Yeah. Well, you've already said it, so it's out there.
He's not gonna watch it this far in.
No, he
He's
will. He
probably,
he
yeah.
watches it while he runs.
Oh, run Mason, run Mason, run Mason, run.
Is there anything else you want to talk about this one?
Nah, man, I think it's pretty chill. I mean, if Tua comes back, I think it'll change some things.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes.
All right, so I got the waivers up on the screen right now. Sean Tucker, honestly, I didn't even know who he was. I was just checking who is available on Sleeper. Do you look at that trend page?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always look at the trend page, and it was like him. He was like 2 million, and everyone else was like 100K, and I was like, oh shit, who is this guy? And then I saw that he went off, and now I'm kind of annoyed because last week I picked up the other running back from Tampa Bay because I can't remember. I think I had an injury. I think Singletary was out or something, so I had to draft a running back, and then I was like, Rashad White is out, so let me just get the backup for Tampa Bay. And between Sean Tucker and the other guy, there was not like a clear number two, and it's like
yeah.
flip of a coin essentially, and I picked the wrong one. If I
Oh
had
man,
drafted him, dude, that would have
you
been
would.
crazy.
How many points did he get? I actually didn't really pay attention to how many points this man
Let me,
had.
let me look it up real quick because it's a lot. Oh, I have it up right here. He scored 32 points.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that I was lucky that I picked up the right guy because Bucky Irving scored 17.5, which was like really good. It's like I picked
Yeah.
a random up off the free agency and it was 17 and a half points. I was like, oh, that's great. I made out like a bandit. I only found out
Yeah.
today that the other guy got 30 points.
Now you got the second. You got the second half, man.
Yeah. So now I don't know. I don't know if Bucky Irving's as good of a player now because maybe he's just gonna be the starter and then you
But
know
is Rashad White gonna come back, or he's not out for the year?
I'm not sure. I have no idea what his injury is. I have to look into it. Yeah. And then the
Interesting.
other one, it looks like two people were going for the Saints, which is funny. I had the Saints defense for a little bit, but I feel like after Derek Carr went out, their defense really took a hit.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I
because their
think
offense can't keep it going.
I don't know, man. Spencer Rattler, he might be the truth. They wanted him to play for a long time. Like a lot of the fans
Hmm.
from the Saints wanted Spencer Rattler to play, but I mean, he looks okay so far.
So that might be a good time to talk about, your second favorite team. You didn't mention that earlier. So are they still your second favorite team, or now that you're gone, you don't care about the Saints anymore?
No, I do care about the Saints. I do actually do follow them just as not just as much as the Commanders, obviously, but I do follow them. I do watch their games, obviously. So yeah, I guess they are my second favorite team.
So why did the Saints become your second team before the Texans? Because that you
That's
lived in
that's
both cities for around the same amount of time, maybe, or Houston, maybe a little
yeah,
bit
no,
longer.
yeah. I was in Houston just a little bit longer, maybe a year more. I think the Saints because bro, this it's a culture down there. Like in Houston, you definitely get like a lot of people love the Texans, but I think when I was there, the Texans weren't great.
Yeah, they
So
were
the
terrible.
culture,
Yeah,
yeah, the culture wasn't really there. People were like about it. But in New Orleans, everybody loves the Saints, regardless of how trash they are. People are diehard Saints fans. And last year we went to I think 7 out of the 8 home games,
hmm
and that's because they were just so cheap. So we were like almost at every home game. So I guess you can say I actually have been to more Saints games than I've gone to Commander games. And so I think just by being there, became a Saints fan.
yeah. That was mind blowing to me because we went to the Lions Saints game last year, and that
Yep.
was when I saw how cheap it was, and where we were sitting was in the upper deck, but we actually had an amazing view. And
Yeah,
the
bro.
year before that, or the 2 years before that, we went to the Cowboys Saints game, and we were in the lower bowl. I actually still don't know how much the tickets were, but I feel like they weren't
Yeah.
that they weren't crazy. And like I
No,
don't know why is New Orleans so cheap? Like it doesn't make sense.
yeah, I think just because the economy there is not that great. And also like I think it's definitely changed, not changed, but it changes based on how the team is doing. But actually when the Cowboys came, they were pretty expensive tickets because I think obviously Cowboy fans traveled. It was a pretty short drive.
Yeah.
But shout out to my boy Randy and his parents, bro. They hooked it up. We actually had seats in the upper bowl, but then they brought us all the way down to the 50-yard line. That was insane, bro. That was a crazy game.
I lost my voice in the first quarter. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, bro. But honestly, that was such BS because you know who was guess who was the starting quarterback for the Saints?
It was Taysom Hill.
They had a tight end running quarterback, bro. And then y'all almost still lost. I still
What?
remember
No,
this.
we
It was
didn't.
bro. Pull up the score right now.
Yeah, let's pull up the
It, wa-
score.
it wasn't until the fourth quarter that y'all pulled away, bro. They were keeping up with Taysom Hill as quarterback. They knew that man was going to run 90% of the time too.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. I could be wrong here. How do I look up the Cowboys schedule 2023?
Skip, skip, skip. Pull up the facts, skip.
I wish I was faster at this. Oh, that's this year. Fuck, man, what am I doing? That's
You gotta
2021.
use your.
I know my
Just.
computer is all like taken up with the recording right now, so
I got you.
it's
Look, Saints versus Cowboys. See, like last time I do that, that's when they beat you guys 44-19. Do you remember that game?
yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
All right, so 2022 is when that happened. Let's see the box score. It was 27-17. At halftime, the score was 13-7, and then by third quarter it was 20-10, and then it was 17-20 at one point, and then you guys scored. So it's like 27-17.
Okay, I have it up now.
Yeah.
It was it was a little close, I guess.
Bro, come on, man. You know damn well Taysom Hill's not a quarterback. If they had anybody else, they would have been. I think it would have been a win for the Saints, to be honest with you. But it's okay. But it was a great game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Saints tickets are cheap. The drinks there are cheap. You can get a double for $15 at the stadium. Like, come on, man, you can't get better than that.
Yep. I don't even know how we got into that. Oh, the Saints defense. That's how we went on that tangent.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and then it looks like it had a couple moves after Jesse picked up Drake May, who I think had a pretty good or pretty decent game in his first starting game. And then it looks like Shin switched out his defense after Chase won out with the Saints.
yeah. Actually, speaking of the waivers and free agents, man, next year if we do this league again, you might want to think about doing Fab.
Fab,
You want,
yeah, yep,
yeah,
yeah, we will. I was talking to Jesse and Shin about it today, actually. For sure, if we run it back, we'll do Fab next year. Um, and then I also, if we do bring this back, like, and make it a permanent league, I would like to like do redraft next year, but then transition that into a keeper league.
man, not a keeper league, bro.
Have you ever done one?
I've never done a keeper, and I don't. It's just, yeah,
I've never done one either, but like I feel like this could be a great opportunity.
yeah. I would not want to keep anybody from my team this year.
Yeah,
Really.
we can't do from this year to next year because that's not fair. We have to restart it. And then also, I think what I'd like to do is something where, like, based on the standings of the year before, that dictates what the pick order will be the next year.
Which
Kind
makes
of,
sense. Which makes
yeah,
sense.
kind of
Kind
like
of
the
like the real
NFL.
pick.
Yeah. So I have a lot of ideas for next year, but yeah. Oh, so trades. I talked about this earlier. I won't keep this up for very long, but yeah, Wade and I are trying to change our running backs out. So not much else there. Oh, trade block. So these are the players that people out there are trying to get rid of. Jesse has Rasheed Rice. Shin has everyone except his QBs. Tyler has Ayuk, and you, Joji. So your whole team's
I'm
on the trade block.
100%, bro. I'm trying to get rid of everybody except for Mr. C boys right here. Trying to. I don't know if you can see
Yeah, we can
this.
see that. We can see that. Actually, wait, let me switch it. Let me switch it one sec. Okay, there we go. He wants to take AJ Brown for Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, bro. Come on. Come on.
What has Jonathan Taylor been like this season? I actually don't know.
He's running back 18 in the league.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that shit.
But I mean, he's been out since week 4, so I'll give him that.
I feel like he needs to give you something in addition to Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, originally, that's what I was telling you. Originally, he tried to give me Jonathan Smith Nigba, and he dropped him. That's what I was saying. He tried to give me a player that he was going to drop anyways. So I might just pick him up on the waivers just to make him mad.
Uh, all right.
Nah, AJ
So,
Brown, AJ
oh,
Brown's pretty much what I have, man. I need him. So
okay. So
come with better deals, my friend.
So next here, I got the power rankings. Now, this is
Oh,
gonna be where a lot of stuff changes from previous weeks to this week. Now, in the past, I had ChatGPT creating our power rankings, and that was a fun process. I don't want to go into it all now, but I feel like you'd be interested to know how I was doing it. I built my own custom GPT, and I was training it to give me the kinds of outputs I wanted, and I had this whole process. But I think what I learned is that it was really good at giving you a week recap, but it wasn't really good at continuing that into a week over week over week over week. And I don't know if that's just my, lack of ability or if it's just like we're not mature enough yet. So
yeah,
I'm scrapping. I've officially scrapped the text-based weekly recap. There's just going to be the podcast, so definitely you guys want to stay tuned for those. Um, so the power rankings are now voted on as members of the league. But
I
I'm
got a question for you.
what's up?
Sorry, going to Chat GPT. First thing, like, I'm not gonna tell you about how to do it because obviously I'm not 100% sure, but I have an idea
What's up?
on how to make it more efficient. But we can talk about that later on. Don't want to bore people here. The second thing, do you think ChatGPT can actually take the videos you make here and create like a highlight video out of it?
Oh, I don't think ChatGPT specifically could, but I think another tool
There's
for
probably
sure
another
could.
AI.
Yeah, there's another tool for sure that could.
Yeah,
Um
maybe you should. do that as a recap.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking of like chopping these up and making clips, and I can post that on YouTube Shorts or TikTok or whatever, or Instagram Reels, just to like get more reach. And I probably will do that, but maybe I'll do that when the league's actually over and all the stuff is out there, and then when I'm bored, I can just do it every now and then. Because the thing is,
Yeah,
to make a highlight of this, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard for me to do it. And I think I would know pretty well, like remembering my conversations a little bit and seeking through. Like it's not that bad. But for sure, 100%. I think there already are AI video editing tools that exist right now that'll edit for you. And I hate video editing, so if I was doing a lot of video, that would be really helpful.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. So
Yep.
you do want to do shorts and stuff? You trying to go famous off
I mean,
this, man?
it's not just for me; it's for everyone, bro.
Hey, bro,
Imagine none of us have to work anymore, and all we do is fantasy football.
that would be lit, man. I'm. It would beat any other sort of a secondary job that I'm looking at.
Yeah,
So I'm kidding.
yeah. Um. So the power ranking. So now it's going to be voted on by the league, but I think for each person that I bring up, I'm gonna have them present their power ranking that they submitted, kind of like how they do it on First Take, like Steven's A list. So this is Joji's
Yeah.
A list, basically.
Hey, let's go.
So I don't know if you even remember what you put on here, but I'll hit the button for you, and then you can explain maybe a little bit of why you picked them, or
100%,
maybe
bro.
yeah. So let's just go ahead. So number 5, we got me. What the fuck, bro? How you gonna have me at number 5?
Bro, I feel like I was looking at your team, right? I just don't think it's sustainable.
Why?
You know what I mean? I feel like apart from Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow and Saquon Barkley, everybody else is
Oh,
kind of like,
Diggs, Cooper Cup.
bro, Diggs is okay, right? I mean, yes, he's been going off, but I feel like with Nico Collins coming back, that might go down, right? His share goes down. Devontae Smith, he was good, but AJ Smith is back.
Yeah, but Devontae Smith has
Um,
always been
AJ Brown,
consistent
sorry.
number 2.
Yeah, consistent number two. That's what I'm saying. You need number ones, right? Who else do you got? Asian, like you said, he's already on the trade block. Cooper Cup is great, but Nakua is still, I think, the top dog.
No, Cup is better than Nakua, bro. Stop playing. He got the triple crown like 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, bro. That was before Nakua was in the league.
Yeah, Nakua had a great rookie season. It wasn't a triple crown season.
Skip. I'm telling you, two QBs, one cup is fifth in my list. All right.
All right.
I'm telling you. Let's go to the next one, bro. The Stroud boys, Nathan. All right, let's see. Why did I choose the Stroud boys? Also, I would say I thought you were on a slide, so I thought your slide would continue. So that did play an influence into it. The Stroud boys, I think they're on the up and up, right? He got Debo Samuel back. I think actually might have to. I might have to redo this a little bit because Garrett Wilson is now going to lose his share to Devontae Adams, so he no longer has a true wide receiver one there. George Kittle hit or miss. Kareem Hunt is okay, but he does have C.J. Stroud and Josh Allen.
Okay, my
In the two
quarterbacks are
quarterback league,
better.
Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud,
Yes, I have
Lamar Jackson,
I have
Lamar, yes.
Joe Burrow had a weak start, but Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback.
Skip, do you want my top five quarterbacks right now?
Yeah, give me your
So
top 5 quarterbacks. Yeah, give
no,
me.
no, it's okay. No. But yeah, okay. But I do think that Nathan doesn't have a good bench, so I will give you that.
Let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Yeah, I'm ready for the next. I just think he's on the up and up. Honestly, okay, all five pieces of
How the hell do
Exodia.
you have Wade at 3?
Why did I wait at 3? Huh. I think that was a mistake. I think he should have been not in there. Okay.
All right. Shit at 2?
Sorry, Wade. Yeah, I know, man. But Shin is on a look. Sometimes when you're lucky, it's better to be lucky than good, and he's lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
sometimes fantasy is just won by luck, and he has it right now. I mean, he now even has Korean Jesus as his thing. Like it's all glory to the one up there. What is it?
To the highest.
That's what he's doing. in the creative team name. Now, he just has Jaden Daniels as his quarterback.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's automatically the best team in the league. But if we want to go outside of that, we got Kenneth Walker, we got Brees Hall, we got Zay Flowers. I mean, the team is loaded, bro.
He always puts Zay
Now,
Flowers on his bench though.
yeah, but now I don't know why he has him in. Devontae Adams now with the Jets, he's gonna get production out of him.
Yeah, Tyler might win this
BIU,
league.
honestly, he might win this league. Hey, Jamison Williams, Brandon Ayuk. Like if Debo ever goes down, he's Tyreek Hill. The only weakness this man has is Braylon Allen, who's like a running back too, and he's not too bad. Like I think he's a rookie. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of afraid of this man. I would say he has a good team.
Prem almost beat him
If you
last
start,
week.
I know, man. Like I said, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah. So I guess if maybe Wade was a mistake at 3 and you had to redo this, or where's the mistake? Well, who'd you put in instead of Wade, and where would they be?
I think the team's fantasy team name, just
No.
because when the bad luck runs out, bro, things start looking up and up. That
Okay.
man's coming
So you don't so
back.
you don't think Mason belongs in the top 5?
Obviously, I think he does because I mean my brother's fourth in the league right now. It can't be by mistake. I think it was just hard when you have top 6 and you have to choose 5 of the 6.
Yeah.
I also think Mason. I will say the reason why I might have left Mason out was because I don't think he cares about football that much.
He doesn't, but he's been caring about this league. You saw the text message. He was watching football for the first time
I
in
know,
7 years.
I know, but I was really thinking that when the bye weeks start happening, that's when it'll fall off.
When
But
when
he's not.
when Derrick Henry broke off the run in overtime, he literally
Yeah.
called me.
He called you. What did he say?
Yes.
Like, look at them.
Yeah, he's talking shit. And then I almost brought it back on the Monday night.
Oh man.
I was pissed.
Yeah, but nah, I think everybody's good, man.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into what the actual vote as voted on by the league. So we got Tyler at 1, me number 2, Mason 3, Nathan 4,
Everybody was
and
just
Shin
being nice
5.
to you, bro. Let's be honest.
I mean, you say everyone was being nice, but most people
Everybody was.
had me
Oh
at
my god.
3.
Bro. Okay.
It's just that there wasn't as much consensus between Mason and Nathan to put them above me. Plus, if anything,
Okay, fine.
y'all love to neg me. If anything, so let's be
Nah,
honest.
bro. They were being so nice to you. They were like, you know what? Let's not make Michael mad. He's gonna look at these
Oh.
votes.
So this might be kind of awkward to look at, and my face. Actually, let me just move this. So I'll temporarily move this, and I'll move it back after. But um, this is actually like who voted for who at what spot. And I remember looking at this, and I thought that there were some that were very interesting, and I should have highlighted them because now we're just looking at a table with names, and I don't even know if this is easy to look at. But um, let me try to remember if there's anything that was really
Ma-
telling.
It makes sense though. I think you probably were surprised that I put Wade all the way up to 3 because nobody else did. But
Yeah,
Mason put Wade at 2, bro.
yeah, that's also interesting. Mason put Wade at 2, and he put me at 5th. I feel
Yeah,
like
I think that was just.
I think this is a good screen to promote more ripping, as Shin asked for in his like how to make the podcast better. He wanted more ripping, so this is gonna cause more tension, more conflict.
What does he
Nate.
want me to rip him up on?
He just
He's
wants
just fucking
rip.
lucky, bro.
He just
He's just
wants.
lucky, bro. Like,
No, he just wants more ripping in general, not just at him, at everyone. He wants everyone to get ripped up.
all right, well, I'll start ripping people up, bro. If that, I was just trying to be cordial because it was like a fun league. Let's be happy, ha ha ha. But if we want to shit on one another, we can shit on one another, bro. It's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Next time I do this, I'm gonna highlight certain ones that I think are interesting to talk about. But for now, I'll go ahead and just skip through it. So let's go to the next one. All right, so I got the league standings. Oh, I need to move my camera back down so you can read this. Okay. So you had a lot of mention about the points allowed. what are your takeaway from what you're seeing right now? What are some key
What are my
takeaways?
takeaways? The fact that I'm eighth in the league kind of sucks, right? I'm not really used to being on the bottom. I'm a topper, if you know what I mean. Um, so this is an awkward position for me, but we must learn, we must adapt and succeed. So, granted, points for I think are low for me, so I will take that into account. But I think I've been the least efficient manager for sure. I feel like a lot of times my bench outscores half my players. But that's just because the nature of the game, man. Like
Hmm.
sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have a gut feeling, you follow it. Sometimes you think analytically, and that's wrong. So I think that's definitely played a factor into it. Completely think that the points against is bullshit, right? Like look at that number 2 in the league. Actually, it went to Newt too. I think last week was number 1
Maybe
points
you were.
against.
Yeah, maybe you were.
Yeah, yeah. So Nathan feels my pain, but not really because Nathan also has second points for. So does that mean you have the best team right now? You've scored the most points.
That's what I'm saying. People don't give me that respect.
But look, okay, look at max points, a lot, or what is it, probability or possible.
Yeah.
I'm at 759. That would put me at probably fifth position.
I
And
mean that's
you
pretty
take away
bad.
points again.
If your all-time best possible points puts you at fifth, that's embarrassing, bro.
That just means I'm not efficient, bro. You know, actually, I was looking through
No,
it
that means your
yesterday.
team is ass.
No, bro, that means I'm not efficient at putting my player. You know
Oh
what
no
my
no 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 no
average?
no no. I never mind. I misunderstood what you
Yeah,
were saying. Okay, okay, yeah.
yes.
Just kidding. Okay.
Look, you know what my average start and sit accuracy is, which is insane.
I think it's wait, I have it on here.
79.7%, bro.
Yeah, 79.7. That's pretty bad.
That is bad.
Yeah. Mine's
But what's
87.9.
Yeah, exactly. So I will say, you know what to say. As a good manager of a team says, it starts with the coaches. Starts with me. I will take responsibility and I will make sure we go back to the drawing board and fix these things. I will make sure I put my players in position to succeed. And if starting this next week we're not winning, I still want my check. But you can fire me. All right, bet.
The thing that Jesse Shin and I were talking about that I thought is interesting. I don't know if I talked about this already last week, but Chase actually not as much as he did before, but he had really high max PF, but his points were like really bad. I think he started to pick better lineups. Chase is on the come up, I think.
Yeah, he is. He's 2-4 now, man.
Yeah.
We're all trying to stay away from the bottom.
Yeah. I guess what's interesting about me is that I do have the most points scored, but I also have a pretty good like people don't score that much against me too. But somehow I've lost 2 games. Like that seems kind of weird. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm one away from Shin, and Shin's 5-1, and I've scored so many more points than him, but he's has still a game on me.
yeah. I think the craziest part is everybody like can still make the playoffs,
Oh yeah, for sure.
right? Like even 1-5, you still have a chance. You just got to win 2 in a row and hope that somebody above you drops 1 or 2.
Mhm.
So everybody has a chance. But that also means I might start getting ready for a TikTok dance, bro. Might have to hit that. Might have to hit that renegade real quick.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. So that brings a perfect subject switch. We did. So this is another news segment. We got dance watch. So um, I just wanted to throw up what's actually out there. So it looks like right now it's a 2 horse race between Jesse and Prame. I already mentioned earlier. I don't want to see my brother dancing. I'd rather see Jesse dancing.
I would rather
Um,
see Jesse dance too.
Jesse's been really pessimistic about it. He was saying that the league is cursed. He doesn't want to join the league next year. I know he will though. He's just bullshitting.
Bro, it's just a dance, man. Some of the options that you had on there were so terrible. I was like, shave my head off. I was like, hell no.
I didn't
Uh,
think that was that bad. Like if you shave your hair's gonna grow back in like a month. That's not a big deal.
brother, I know you're not talking. Imagine you shaved your head off right before the wedding.
Okay,
I mean,
right
you don't.
before the wedding is not. I wouldn't do that.
Oh, so then you would have been exempt for the rule.
No, no, I could if I shaved my hair. I didn't. I guess maybe I didn't wasn't clear enough. I didn't mean like skin bald. I just meant like a buzz cut, like a 1 or like a 2. Just chop it all off.
Yeah,
If I did a
that
2 in November, my hair would be fine for the wedding in March.
you think so?
I
Five
would have
months is
got.
enough,
Oh yeah, I would have got a haircut probably. I would have probably got 1 or 2 haircuts by the time the wedding came.
bro. You grow about an inch or 2 inches at max a month.
Dude, I think my hair grows fast, man.
Yeah, mine does too. So I think we would have been okay.
Yeah.
But some of the boys out in this league are struggling. Might need some Rogaine over here. Not gonna say who.
I think there's just one.
I shouldn't want me to rip people up, so I'm gonna have to do it.
Uh, all right, so let's go. Okay, so here I got the who voted for who. Now there definitely were some funny ones on here. So you put Nathan at 1.
Yeah,
That one
because I
was
want to see him
interesting.
dance.
So that wasn't who you actually think is gonna win. You just want to see him dance.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, okay. So you interpret. I would say my intent was if you were to bet on who you think is gonna end up in last,
Yeah, no, I
who do you
think I
think?
did. No, no, I did think that. So I did think that one through. So where's Nathan at? Right. I guess. Yeah. I mean, he's up there, bro. And I did think he had a strong team. So I think maybe I just wanted to watch him dance.
Yeah. So Jesse's probably your true number 1.
Oh, 100%.
Tyler has you 1. How do you feel about that?
Tyler wants to watch me dance, bro. Feelings are
Or
mutual.
either he wants to watch you dance or he thinks you're ass at fantasy football.
I would like Tyler to say that to my face.
Well, he'll get a chance
Tyler's lu-
to.
Tyler's lucky that UT's doing well this year. Otherwise, I know this man would have been depressed.
All
But
right.
it's okay, Tyler. They let you down in the Sugar Bowl.
What's the Sugar Bowl?
That's like, when the college playoffs happen, y'all probably will play in one of those like preliminary bowls.
I
I
thought the
think y'all
bowls are
lose.
separate from the playoffs. I don't know the.
Nah, the bowls are part of the playoffs. So now they treat the bowls as like I think the semifinals.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got you. Let's see. There's anything interesting on here? It's mostly just Prem
Bro, you just
and
said
Jesse.
you didn't want to watch your brother play or see the
No, but I
dance.
I know, but I think that he like if I'm just guessing like who do I think is gonna end up at the bottom? It's probably him. I don't want it to be him, but I think that that's where it's trending right now.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I feel you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prem.
I know.
Let me know if you need some dance lessons.
All right, so here's another new slide I have up in here. So later on, I added the league superlatives a few weeks ago, and I thought that was just some more fun stuff that I kind of came up with. But now, in addition to those other statistics that drive it, I added a vote too. So
Yeah,
now we can also vote to add those points to people that'll rise them up and down in those tables. So for Got Hode, Prem won. Not I don't know if it's obvious, but in the bottom I just kind of wrote out who voted for who, and then I
yeah,
colored it in orange if the person voted for themselves. So
gotcha.
it looks like you voted for yourself, and I thought the really
Oh
funny
yeah.
one is Mason is the only one who voted for himself. He's really salty he lost last week, I guess.
This man, bro.
Uh, is there anything on here that jumps out at you or anything you want to talk about?
No, I think everybody should realize a little bit more that I'm the one that got hoed the most. I've
Well,
already once again
make your
backed it up with
case.
facts.
Make your case again.
Ba- Bro, backed it up with facts. I don't have to do anything, bro. Just look at points scored against.
Okay, but I will
Numbers,
say the
numbers talk.
the intent for this is that it is week by week. So this should
Okay, so
technically be who got hoed the most in week 6.
okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
I apologize, team, fam. I mean, technically, I should have won last week. Let's be honest. Got 2 bench warmers that would have probably propelled me to a win,
But that's
but
your
it's okay.
fault.
That is my fault. Like I said, it starts with me, bro. The coach.
All right. Lucky motherfucker. This one was pretty obvious. Now, we had a
Bro,
couple
I put shit in there
outliers.
too.
What do you mean?
Oh, basically everybody voted for Shin
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
being like, okay,
yeah,
okay, all right.
yeah, yeah. So Mason voted for Nathan, Prem voted for Tyler, and then everyone else voted for Shin.
Gotcha. I
That one
would
was pretty
agree with
obvious.
this.
Also
Yep.
for the points thing, I'm doing this thing where if it's if half the league or more votes for one person, they'll actually get 2 points in that category instead of just one. So,
Gotcha.
so Shin actually gets 2 points for lucky. But
What
also
do we
I
get with these points, bro?
this is that you'll see later. All right, so here's on that boo boo.
Why did Jesse put me on there, bro? Because I'm booty?
No, me and Tyler voted for you.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so
Why?
damn. Okay, it's awkward. Now I got to defend my case.
Yeah,
I
100%.
mean, you put AJ. I don't know, man. I don't, you know. Now I got cat on my tongue. I guess.
Nah, bro. I don't see Alphonse in that room, bro. You gotta give me a real answer. What's up?
I mean, you had a lot of bad weeks, man. You had a lot of people on your bench. You had Darnell Mooney blow up on your bench. You had AJ Brown blow up on your bench.
Keep going, keep going. That's only two instances, bro.
Uh, Also, I feel like Jesse and Prem had a lot more injuries affect their teams, which is a
Mhm.
little not their fault. Prem obviously
Mm.
he had Christian McCaffrey and Puka, and then
Okay.
Jesse. I don't remember who his injuries. Oh, he lost Rasheed Rice, and then ETN has just like been really bad, and he shouldn't be that bad. So I had to give it to you, bro. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Don't punish me next week in the voting, please.
Bro, I'm gonna have to.
So this is where it all comes to now. So this is we had already had this going in previous weeks.
Yeah,
So
I remember this.
yeah, you can see the rubric on the top left explains like what adds up to give you those things, but then now we're also adding points for those three that we're voting for. And then also the team that ends up first in power ranking it gets a point in Fleek King. So it's funny because every week Jesse keeps telling me about how he doesn't think he should be Fleet King because he's doing terrible, and I agree. But the points have been dispersing so evenly. Like I'm only including the top four because I don't want to include the whole table. I feel like it's gonna be too much to look at. So
Yeah.
there's a lot more than four in each, but the points are just dispersing super evenly. But eventually he will start to drop down and fall off. Um,
Yeah, but what are we getting out of this? Is my
Nothing.
question.
I mean, we could make little trophies or something like a little 3D printed thing. I haven't really thought that far. That might be fun though.
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't want the on the boo one unless it looks like the little poopy head.
Yeah,
You,
yeah. See
you
it.
know how the sleeper has that little poopy head?
Yeah, yeah.
That might be me, bro.
That
That
might
might
be
be me
you.
right now.
Yeah, or a little toilet with the poop in it.
Honestly, how am I lucky, bro? That's I don't get it.
I mean, it's right there, man. Lowest points in a win, overachiever, no victory, league vote.
Overachiever, narrow victory. All right, man. It's okay. You know what? I'm not gonna fight it.
Um, Anything else you want to talk about on this?
I think we're good.
All right, so what's going on here? Is that the last slide? Oh, that's the last slide. Okay, let's switch it back to this. Okay, so that's the whole slide. What do you think about the new stuff I added?
I thought it was fun, man. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It took me 2 hours to put it all together this week.
I was literally about to ask you, bro. The presentation skills are pretty fire, man. Do you use this at work too, or no?
I mean, I use my presentation skills at work, but this is all just Google Slides and me doing my thing. So, you know,
Do you like Google Slides more than PowerPoint?
no, I like PowerPoint better, but I use Google Slides because I don't have PowerPoint at my home computer actually. So I
Gotcha.
use Google Slides because it's free. That's basically it.
Yeah, but what about the graphs? Where are you getting those from? Are those part of Google Slide?
No, no, that one is actually just like an online forms tool, kind of like SurveyMonkey. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So it just spits it out for you
yeah,
based
yeah,
on how
yeah.
people are.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I care about slides. Half my life is slides,
So
unfortunately.
I think that was a really good league recap. And since I didn't do this earlier, I want to just skip to it now. But how
Yeah.
about you tell us what's going on in your life? The biggest thing I know, right, is you had 6 months in Maryland. Now you're in your 6 month stint in California. How's that going? Where are you at?
Yeah.
Let the
Now
people
we're doing
know.
3 months. Yeah, we're doing three
Oh,
months
3-3, my
in the
bad.
East Coast. Yeah, so basically we are out of New Orleans. I don't know who knows that we were living in New Orleans. I think a lot of people do, but maybe they didn't. But yeah, as newer graduated, so ever since then we've been living 3 months in DC, Maryland area, back home for me, and now we're spending 3 months in California where Noor lives. The biggest thing that's happened, bro, this past weekend we went to Red Rocks. Probably, not probably, definitely the most insane musical venue I've ever been to or ever. Yeah, it's crazy, Michael. Have you ever gone?
No, man, I haven't gone. I
Bro, it is
know, man.
next level, man. Like, I saw one of my favorite artists. I don't know, people probably don't really know her. It's Alice in Wonderland. She's like an EDM artist. I've been following her for I think 4 or 5 years now. In fact, funny enough, she was probably one of the very first artists that made a whole concert in VR, right? Like she captured the whole concert on a VR camera, and it was at Red Rocks. And so when I first got my Oculus, I think that's one of the first things I saw on YouTube was her show at Red Rocks, and I was just like, bro, I would love to go there one day. And so we made that shit a reality this past weekend, and man, everything about it was insane, Michael. It was freaking insane. And I love music so much,
I
so for me,
know.
it was like a big deal. And I mean, to actually like experience music like that in nature because it's basically nature was insane.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I knew it was happening, and Nor told me about the like this. It was a surprise, right? Like you didn't really know, or is
Yeah,
this?
yeah, no. Originally it was a surprise last year, and then we actually went to Red Rocks, or we went to Denver earlier this year to see another artist.
That's what it was. You
Yeah,
went earlier this year. It was like in March, right?
yeah, it was in April, and
I'm getting them confused.
yeah, yeah. So we went to Red Rocks, and then there was like 110-mile-per-hour winds, and that basically canceled the show.
That's
But it
right.
was it was another DJ that we were gonna go see. At that point, Allison didn't announce her show in October. But lucky enough, like literally a month after we experienced that, we talked about it. We were like, yeah, we'll probably come back when the time's right. And then she announced her show, and we like booked the tickets and booked the flights, and yeah, bro, it was insane.
Damn. That's awesome. I saw the pictures on Instagram, and I was getting the stories confused. My memory is so terrible now, bro. I can't remember anything. And I was thinking,
Yo,
oh,
bro,
this is the
my memory's
surprise
trash.
trip that Nor was telling me about, but that was like 6 months ago. And then I
Yeah,
forgot
no,
that
no,
you went, but then you weren't able to go.
yeah, but even bro, I actually love Denver. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Denver, but it's easily one of my top 5 cities, if not top 3.
Oh, could it be a
Yeah.
potential future landing spot?
Nah, bro. I think it's too cold for Noor.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't do the cold.
Yeah,
She
I don't
thinks
do the cold.
Maryland is cold, and Maryland is nowhere close to how cold Denver gets.
That's true. That's true. I don't do the cold either, so I get her.
Yeah, but Texas is a potential landing spot, bro.
Anything
I
on
know,
that?
man.
Anything on that you want to share? Any
I don't know.
updates?
Yeah,
Or
now no updates, but
still just
still
potential?
in the running. Yeah, still in the running right now.
Is Texas mean Dallas or does it mean Houston? I know you had mentioned Dallas randomly, which like it feels random to me, but you had
Yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
it.
Now I mentioned Dallas because obviously Noor doesn't like Houston too much. It's not really her cup of tea. Very blue collar, and she also doesn't really like the fact that everything's so far apart, which I can kind of get. But Dallas, I mean, actually, I think the only time I'd ever gone to Dallas was with you, Michael, and I thought it was really nice. But obviously, we went to like the places that you knew, and we were only there for what, 1 day, 2 days? It was very fast.
Yeah.
And then I think this past year we went there for 3 days, and it was actually a lot better than I expected. And so I mean, plus it's still Texas, still a big city. Um, it's close to a lot of our peoples. So I mean, I think it's a really good middle ground.
And if you're in Dallas, this even gives me more reason to come up.
Yeah, 100%, right? I think you're there more often than not, right? Or more often than you expect to be.
I'd say on average, I'm probably in Dallas once every 2 to 3 months. But like,
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
yeah, but that's like without even really trying that hard to be there. If there's actually people there, we can plan something. Then like that would be great. Actually, what I was thinking for next year, I would really love to be able to do the draft in person. And I feel
Yeah,
like
bro.
you're the you're like the you and Tyler, I guess, are the only ones that are out of town. But like, if you for some reason were living in Dallas, Dallas would be a great spot because everyone's either there or they're in Houston, other than Tyler. So
Yeah,
and
that'd be
then
sick, man.
Chase, yeah. So
I I don't know if he'll be there next year,
yeah.
but I have you heard about the fact that some of these stadiums let you do the draft in
Yes, I saw
one
them.
of
Yeah, I had that in the back of my mind is like maybe that I can
yeah,
plan this for next year because I think the Ravens were
yeah.
the only one that I've seen that do that. But
A real
how are you gonna feel if we were to do a fantasy football draft at AT&T Stadium? Are you gonna burn when you walk in or what?
Nah, bro, I'll be fine as long as they give me free drinks. Or no, it's not gonna be free because we're
No.
gonna pay for it. But as long as they treat me right, I'm a easy to please guy.
So the funny thing is, I was in Dallas for work a month ago, or maybe less actually, maybe like 3 weeks ago. I don't remember now. But we had our work happy hour at AT&T Stadium in like the like the premier like lounge area,
Oh, that's
and
sick.
there was people from the whole region, which is like mostly just Texas and Georgia, and there was a guy there who I know who he is, but I don't like know him well. And everyone was
Yeah,
wearing jerseys because it was like a football themed happy hour, and him and
that's
his
sick.
wife were wearing
Yeah,
Sean Taylor Redskins jerseys. So
I love that for them there.
I had to go up and talk some shit. I wasn't really talking shit. I was just kind of like saying what's up, and then I asked him what he thought about Jaden Daniels, and he got really excited. And then he told me that I think the first thing I said to him is, "When are you gonna get your Jaden Daniels jersey?" And then he was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I think one more week, and I'm gonna buy it."
How long ago was this?
It was like 3 weeks. It was I know actually I can figure it out because we were playing the Giants. Whenever we played the Giants, that's what week it was.
Hey, bro, be careful, man. You don't want your search history coming up.
No, this is
Oh, this is a safe one? Okay.
yeah, this is the safe one, so we're good. Um, Giants was September 26th. Oh, wait, how
Oh,
long
he
ago was that?
definitely brought his jersey by now.
Yeah, so 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, honestly, I think he was hesitant like me, right? We don't
You
really
don't want to get
buy
hurt
team
jersey?
jerseys. Brother, how many jerseys do I have? I have a RG3 jersey. That man, obviously, we talked about this earlier. Then I had a Chase Young jersey. That man is doing cardio for the Saints right now. He's so booty, bro. He's so fucking booty, man. I think after his AC, bro, what's up with our rookies and ACLs? RG3 ACL, Chase Young ACL,
Did he
and I'm
tear
pretty
an
sure there was
ACL
some
in
other.
Washington?
Yeah, of course, man.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, so he tore his ACL. So I'm just saying there's some sort of curse. But Dan Snyder, after he sold the team, I think the curse has been lifted. To be honest with you,
I thought he was supposed to release like all the secrets of the league, and he was gonna take everyone down. What happened with that?
I'm pretty
All
sure the
bark and no
NFL paid.
bite.
No, I'm pretty sure the NFL paid him a good amount of money to be shut up, to be hush and just walk away quietly.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably got $1 billion from the NFL. To be honest with you,
On top of the whatever
on
four
top of the
billion or whatever it
sale,
was.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of shit about Jerry Jones in there.
I know I want it to come out, man. I'm tired of that. I've been tired of him
Bro,
since day one.
you don't think he's the greatest owner? I love Jerry Jones, man.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Bro, I love Jerry. I love me some Jerry, man. Give me some more of that. I want him as involved with your team as possible. In
I'm
fact,
sure you do.
I love the fact that he showed up in a helicopter on your practice
Yeah, I
to your
saw
practice
that.
field.
Yeah.
And then what was it yesterday or today? He was shitting on the reporters for.
Yeah. We have a there's another side group chat that we have that's me, Jesse, Chase, and Wade, which are like the Cowboys fans. Technically,
Yeah,
Nathan is a Cowboys fan too, but he doesn't really care about football that much. So sorry, Nathan, but you're not in that chat. Um, but we were talking about it. today actually, I think, because it happened yesterday, right?
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
maybe it happened today.
Yeah, maybe it happened today, but we were talking about it and I was like, that whole radio show, like for a while, just kind of felt like it was a place for Jerry Jones to just have a platform to say whatever he wanted to say. And the fact that he was like basically threatening to get someone fired for asking a legitimate question, like that's just so bullshit, man. Like yeah, I've, I mean, I feel like you can remember me complaining about Jerry Jones from over 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I had no sympathy for you because my owner
Yeah,
was even worse than yours. So,
yeah, your owner was worse. I'll say that. That is one thing.
but now we got my boy Josh in there. And we got AP, bro. It feels like a new team, man. I can't tell you.
Wait, AP like Adrian Peterson?
No, Adam Peters. He was
Oh,
like
okay. I thought Adrian
he
Peterson was
was
going bankrupt. That's what I was about to say.
no, he was a GM for the 49ers when they went to the Super Bowl like 2, 3 times.
Okay. And then
Yeah,
isn't
bro,
Magic
we're making
Johnson
moves,
involved
man.
too?
Yeah, he's part owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, bro, I'm telling you, it feels like a new team, man. The
Hey,
Commanders.
you know, of all the
Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
is that what you guys do? Like I don't even know.
No, there's this random rapper that decided to make a song about the Commanders, and it's like it's funny. Like nobody does it seriously, but it's just a funny like meme type of thing. But yeah, we just mess around with that shit. It's hilarious.
That's funny. I mean, obviously Washington is supposed to be our biggest rival, and we had a long, long, long history of good rivalry. But
Yeah,
then, like, the NFL is better when both teams are good, and I'm hopefully now it seems like maybe one of them's good and the other one's not, which is also annoying. But of all the
no,
people that I dislike that are Washington fans, I've always not felt that way about you, and I've always kind of had sympathy for you in my heart.
thank you, brother. I appreciate it, bro. It's finally good to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Jaden
It's been a
Daniels
lot of
he's likable. Like, there's
yeah,
nothing he's not like just annoying or bad.
yeah. No, he's chill guy, man. Like honestly, he's like a really good. The only negative about him, I would say, is just he's really skinny. So I always get afraid whenever he takes a hit. But other
Mhm.
than that, man, I don't really know what his negatives are.
Yeah. And I feel like
I mean,
with
he's
the
still
league,
rookie, still learning.
yeah, I feel like with the league now too is like when it comes to quarterbacks at least, I'm a lot less I don't feel afraid like every time they're getting hit now like I used to because there's just
Yeah,
so many rules like they can't land on them they like it's hard. Like Lamar's the only one I get worried about because one he's on my team, but two he's getting tackled as a runner. He doesn't get tackled as a quarterback as
yeah,
much.
that's true. Now, I still think they. I mean, bro, they don't protect the quarterback. That protect the most is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You touch that man, there's a flag coming.
Yeah.
There were
Even
there
Burrow
were fouls.
doesn't get it as well as Mahomes does, I
Uh,
feel.
yeah, nobody. Mahomes gets every freaking call. This past week, when the Commanders were playing the Ravens, both teams were hitting the quarterbacks pretty hard.
Yeah.
There were no flags. I feel like if that was Mahomes, that would definitely been a flag.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it's exciting, man. Exciting times to be a Commanders fan. But all right, brother. I think it's been an hour, and
It
I gotta
has
hit
been a
the
long
gym.
time. All right, let me go ahead and stop there. So, yeah, peace out y'all. Stay tuned for next week. Thank you for coming on, Joji.
Thank you for having me, my friend. I look forward to being back with a better record, top of the leagues. I mean, top of the league,